All right. You've seen the video go viral, that horse at Lower Wonga that has those massive scratch marks in its back. Of course, people are talking about some mysterious black panther that's wandering around Gympie. It's one of those urban legends, or is it? A man who would know, a man called Vaughan. He's part of a special group called Australian Big Cat Research Group. He's on the phone with me right now, as you can hear. Vaughan, come on, let's dispel this myth. We're getting excited about the video, which is pretty awesome vision, also terrible for the horse and its owner, but what are your professional thoughts on it?
Look, I'm pretty wary about releasing this sort of video in the first place. I think there's been a lot of videos, a lot of photos. All of them seem to be blurry and fuzzy. Seems to go with the territory.
Yeah.
But the fact is, the person who took the video has seen a big cat on the property in the past. So it lends a lot of weight to its authenticity.
But is it a black panther? That's the phrase people are using.
Yeah. Look, I mean, you've got to be really careful about using that word.
Yep.
Because I think big cat's probably a better term, because it's not just black animals that are seen around Australia. You also get spotted animals and tawny colour animals further down south. So, but certainly what this guy thinks he's seen is a black panther.
Could it be a black feral cat that's just got really big?
Not as far as I'm concerned, no.
Okay.
I think there might be a lot of mistaken identity with these sightings over the years, but for the most part, I think it is actually an exotic animal from overseas.
So what, escaped and then has been surviving in the bush, or has someone illegally brought it here? What do you think?
Potentially. You've basically covered two theories right there.
Yeah.
A lot of the time we go off of either circus accidents or zoo escapes, and also animals such as pets or mascots that were illegally brought into the country and have then since been either released or escaped into the wild.
So you're the big cat researcher at Australia Zoo. Does that mean there has to be something official from you guys to go hunting, or you just leave it alone? What's your recommendation?
No, look, I'm a former big cat handler from Australia Zoo. I worked there about 10 years ago now. So I set up the Australian Big Cat Research Group to look into sightings of big cats around Australia.
Yeah.
And it is amazing how many sightings we get on a weekly basis from right around the country. From people, not just any Tom, Dick or Harry, like legitimate people, farm, property owners, policemen, all sorts, from every walks of life, reporting these big cat encounters. And there's just too many sightings, and there has been too many sightings over the past 100 years for it all to be labelled as feral cat.
Mm. Yeah, because feral cats, I know they can get big, but we're talking something in the vicinity of, okay, when I picture a panther, I'm imagining something that's almost, 60 to 70 kilos, or are they heavier than that?
Correct. No, that's spot on. So a large feral cat, you're talking maybe 20 to 30 kilos, and that's a decent-sized feral cat.
Yeah.
But these animals, potentially leopards, jaguars, or pumas, which is what I believe we have here in Australia, their starting weight is around that 50, 60 kilo mark, and then anywhere up to about 110 kilos for a fully grown male adult leopard. Okay,
now before we start getting the pitchforks and the shotguns out, we've really got to have some sort of evidence left behind. Now these scratches in the back of this horse aren't necessarily evidence, but it could create some interest and probably interest some scientists like yourself. Would you be keen to go and head to that Lower Wonga area and do something and do a little night search or something, or would you leave it alone?
No, certainly. I'm planning on going up this week. We've had another sighting come through in the last 5 days where a person who did not want to report his sighting for fear of ridicule has seen something on his property, and he's not labelling it as big cat, but it certainly wasn't a dog, and it certainly wasn't a feral cat. So we really have to take these sightings seriously and look into it a bit more.
Well, it's duty of care. If you see a snake on your property, you get the snake catcher in. You're just doing it on a grander scale.
Exactly.
A word of warning, Vaughan.
Yeah, so what people are mostly seeing from the video is that it scratches on one side of the animal, but what you don't actually see is on the right flank and the right rump, there's actually numerous small puncture wounds as well, which would most likely be where the right paw or the right claws have lodged and sunken in. I actually have a scar on my left hand from where a tiger claw has gone in, hasn't raked back and created a scratch. It's just gone in and under the thumb muscle. And so you don't get this, nice, beautiful scratch mark as you see in the video, but you just get this small, annoying, round scar on your hand. So I think the same thing's got to happen on the right-hand side of that horse.
Right. But it's a good war wound anyway, Vaughan.
Certainly.
All right, Vaughan, I wish you luck in your trips to Lower Wonga, and mate, we'll keep in touch, and you can let us know how it all goes out. But thanks for your time this afternoon.
Sounds great. Thanks very much.